Okay, welcome back to the second video of this topic, project plan or project writing or research project. I hope you might have seen the first video in which I have tried my best to clear all the basics of project writing, that is definition, etymology, difference, such things. Okay, so dear students, now this time let's see the project plan, means how the projects are planned or managed. So project is what, or project plan is what? So project plan seeks the realization of a unique and innovative deliverable, such as a product, a service, a process, or in some cases a scientific research. See, a project plan means when you do research or when you do some project, so definitely its planning is very important. Means how well you plan it. So if your planning is very powerful, if your planning is very good, definitely its output would be accordingly as your planning, as your result, as your project. So you see, project plan seeks the realization. Realization means making real. What? A unique and innovative deliverable. Means whatever you get. Deliverable means the end result, the product that you get while doing your project, and then you means how you transfer it. How you deliver it means suppose I have given a project to you people on some topic. So you do research, and after doing the research, whatever you find out, whatever you get, and you prepare, you write, and then you submit it to me. So that final product will be called deliverable. So you see, seeks the realization of a unique and innovative deliverable. Means your project plan must be with this thing in your mind, that my end result of this project should be unique and innovative, such as means a product, a service, a process, or in some cases a scientific research. So your product must be innovative or unique, your service must be innovative or unique, your scientific research must be unique and innovative. So you see, these things are means these two things, these two aspects of your deliverable is very important. And you see, this thing you will get after proper planning. Then consists of a beginning. Project planning consists of beginning and an end, and as such is considered a closed dynamic system. See, it has a beginning. Project planning has some beginning and it has an end also, or end product also. Now, project plans are developed in 4 steps, and those 4 steps are called 4 P's, because luckily all the step starts with the alphabet P and alphabet P or sound P. So for example, the first development in project planning is plan, means how you plan. After means you see these 4 P's start after the aim, the object of your project, means why are you doing project. So if you know very well the why of your project, definitely this is the process of your project. This is called project plan. So first plan means planning and forecasting activities. Means you first forecast, you first decide what activities you have to do. For example, you have to go to internet, you have to go to meet some people, you have to take interviews, you have to prepare questionnaire, and you have to go to a field, you have to prepare your own personal relationship interactions with other people if it is necessary. So you plan the activities, you forecast the activities, then processes, overall approach to all activities. Now processes means overall approaches to all activities, means what method will you apply, either question answer method, either preparing questionnaire and posting them via messages, via email, via internet or what. So this is all called processes. Or you yourself will go personally, you will go, or you will hire some team, and that team will do the work on your behalf. And then people dynamics of collaboration and communication means who are going to support you, who are going to cooperate you, collaborate with you, and your communication. So people means both type of people, those who will help in doing your project and those who will help you in getting the results. Means you will go to some experts, you will talk to people who have knowledge of the topic that you are preparing project upon. So these are called, everything is called people. Even the financer, even the people who will give or provide you funds are also included into people. Then power, lines of authority, decision makers. So here you see some part is not visible. So here I have removed my video or my visual. You can see this point power includes how many things. For example, lines of authorities or authority, then decision makers, organogram, then policies for implementation, etc. So line of authorities means who is going to do what work. So at the top of this authority, if you are doing the research or project, so you must be the head of the whole, means hierarchy, whole order, whole means sequence. So lines of authority, then who are going to be after you, then after them. So this is called power, this is called lines of authority. So first decision makers. So you, if the project is yours, so you become the decision maker. Means you take all the necessary decisions and you give it to others so that they implement those decisions. Then organograms means a chart in which you prepare the hierarchy of all the things. Means you will write first the head of the project, so your name, then the team, project team, then people related to project, then activities related to project. So this, if you are writing stepwise all these things, so this is called organograms. And then policies for implementation, etc. So policies means you prepare all the rules beforehand, before doing the project. For example, this project has time limit of 15 days only. Then second thing, the fund, it has only 4,000, 1,500, 100 rupees, 200 rupees in its fund. So it means you are making policies of all the necessary things so that nothing should go out of your control and you fail in your doing project or in doing your project. So lines of authority, decision makers, then organograms, and then policies for implementation. So all these things must be there in project plan. If you are following these steps, if you do all these things, so definitely your project plan would be excellent one, mind-blowing one. Then steps of project plan. So you see there are 6 steps of project plan. So or project management, it is also called project management. So how to implement and what are those 6 steps and how will you implement them? So let's see. So first one is you understand the importance of these 6 steps. The main reason project plans are an absolute must is that they allow you to visualize your entire project from beginning to end and develop a clear strategy to get from point A to point B. There are 6 steps of project plan or project management. They are, so you see, the main reason project plans are an absolute must, and what is that reason is that they allow you to visualize your entire project. If you do your planning, so it means you have visualized, you have done the visualization, means you have brought in your mind the whole image, the whole visual of your project, and whole means from beginning to end. And you see, from beginning to end means from point A to point B. So point A means doing project, point B means getting result. So you are doing project, to getting result, everything will be done perfectly. So that's why project plan is very important aspect of project writing. There are 6 steps of project plan or management, and they are first step of project plan is establish project scope and matrix. See, one by one I will explain to you all 6 steps. So just here I will read one by one all 6, and then we will see each one of them in somewhat detail. So establish project scope and matrix. Then second, identify key stakeholders. Third, outline deliverables. Fourth, develop tasks. And you see some terminologies you keep in your mind which are related to some topics. So project writing, as soon as you hear the word, hear the name of project writing, so some terminologies should get activated in your mind. For example, deliverables, then design, then research. So you see these things, and then plan, then management. So you see design also means planning, design. And as in the first part the word came, possibly includes or involves research or design. So design one meaning proper planning. So develop tasks. Then fourth step after first 3, establish project scope and matrix. Second, identify key stakeholders, outline deliverables. Third, fourth, develop tasks, and fifth, assign tasks and deadlines. Then here I put for this slide this part. Then share, gather feedback and adjust the project plan as necessary. So you see these 6 steps, so we will see one by one each one of them so that you understand completely steps of project plan. And here one thing I would like to share with you. Don't think that only 6 steps are there. Different project writers, different project experts give different steps or different number of steps. So the standard one, according to me, which one would be the feasible one for you, I have selected. So these 6 are very much important. So let's see the first one, establish project scope and matrix. First one, establish project scope and matrix. What is the definition of this first step? Defining what your project is. The meaning of this first step, that the explanation of this first step. So establish project scope means defining what your project is, means a purpose, parameters and goals, means in what parameters, in what measurements you are going to measure your project. Then purpose, what is the aim of your project, and the third one, last one, goal means the result of your project would be what. Then second, clearly defining your project's scope. Clearly defining your project's scope means what scope your project is having, a very broad one or a very small one, or limited to yourself only, or it requires some team, some people that you are going to hire for completing your project. So all these things are included into scope. So you very clearly know the scope of your project. Then confirm any project's parameters or constraints like. So you see these are the parameters or constraints. Constraints means limitations. What limitations are there or what parameters are there of project scope or project matrix. So first one in this project's management parameters is budget. Budget means how many resources or what resources you are having at hand for your use. Then second, resource availability. Budget means amount, money, what money, how much money you have for doing your project. Then second, resource or resources available for you. And third one, very important one, timeline. How much time you have been given, how much time you have for completing your project. So this is the first step in the project plan or project management. Then the second step in project plan or project management, identify key stakeholders. Stakeholders means responsible persons, the people who will help you or who are going to cooperate you in your project. So identify key stakeholders. So identify key stakeholders means listing individuals or groups who will be impacted by the project with respect to. See, means first you prepare a list, you write down the names of each and every person you will need while doing your project. So listing individuals or groups who will be impacted. Impact means who are going to receive some effect, some impact of your project. Here I remove this camera part where nothing should be hidden. Okay, so listing individuals for what purpose means how they will need to be involved, means what work you are going to appoint them, what work you are going to allot them, deploy them. So first you write the names of the people you are going to assign, you are going to give some works to them. So you write the names of those people. Then second, at what level, and those people will work at what level, what would be the level of their work. And then listing of responsibilities or levels of involvement, for example, means those people will do some activities or they will fulfill some responsibilities. For example, first one, decision makers, means who will provide inputs at each step of the project. Inputs here means ideas, who are going to give ideas. Means if suppose our project has reached to a dead end in some respects, so who is going to change the direction, who is going to decide what to do now. So this type of authority should be given to the decision makers. So you become, if the project is yours, so you become the decision maker. Then managers means who are going to manage the project, who will be overseeing employees. Managers means supervisors, those who will supervise your project. So who will be overseeing employees within their department. Means they will supervise their employees, and you will make them as supervisors. So they will take care of the works done by the people, those who are under them. Then creative talents means who will be actually creating the deliverables for the campaign. Means who will be creative minded people, who will help in the final result, in the final deliverable of the project. So these are the steps, or these are the things that should be included into identifying key stakeholders. So I hope this second step is very important, you would understand that too. Now the third step in project planning or project management, outline deliverables. Means you prepare an outline of the deliverables. So moving from conceptual to the tangible. So this step which actually includes the practicality, practicability. Means now all your theories, all your policies, all your ideas, all your concepts, now you are going to put into practice. So moving from the conceptual to the tangible, you need to outline all your deliverables, the real tangible outcomes produced in order to be considered a success. Means you have to prepare an outline, means in what step, how will you do works, and then finally get to your final result, or that result in project writing is called deliverable. So what will you create or build or design or produce or accomplish or deliver. So here you prepare a proper outline of these things, means the end result, how will you prepare that thing. So this is called outlining the deliverables. So this was the third step in project planning or management. Then fourth step in this regard is develop tasks. A very important one, means drilling down the deliverables into actionable tasks. Drilling down means practicing deliverables into actionable tasks. Tasks you can then assign to your team. So means what task you will assign to what people, or what personals, what team members. Then breaking down each deliverable into a smaller and smaller components until you get to an actionable task. So means don't go theoretically only. Means if your team or your tasks are very hard one or very lengthy one or very time consuming one, so you break them into smaller parts and then you assign to relevant people. So this was the fourth step in research or project plan. Then fifth step in project plan or project management is assign tasks and deadlines. Excuse me. Now assigning tasks out to the team along with deadlines means you give tasks to people, your team members, along with the timeline, along with the deadlines. Means you have to complete this task today only, in 2 days only, in 3 days only, in a week only, and don't cross the time limit. You give this warning or you give this instruction to them. Then tasks and deadline should keep the motivated and engaged. Should keep them. Actually, aim is missed here. So tasks and deadlines, it means you don't give them the task which is impossible to do within the time limit, within the given time. So be careful of giving time. Be careful of deadlines. Means you know very well that this work can be done in a day or in a week, so you give timeline, give deadlines accordingly. Don't give them the time which will demotivate them or which would demotivate them, or don't keep them engaged. They will be continuously in stress or in depression. How will they do that, or how will we do this? They think in this way. So no, it should not be done there. Then set realistic and achievable deadlines for completing tasks and deliverables. See, deadlines should be realistic, not idealistic or imaginary one. Means if I were you, I would have completed in 2 days. I am giving you 3 days. Don't give timeline in this way. So set realistic and achievable deadlines for completing tasks and deliverables. Then adding in milestones and checkpoints to monitor progress and celebrate success. Means after giving them deadline, after giving them work or tasks, don't forget them. Make some milestones, make some points in that timeline, in that deadline. For example, you have given 3 days, so each day or at least after 1.5 days, you check how much progress has been done or what is the status of the work, how far the work has been done. So you check all these things. So adding in milestones means you give them this thing also, that I am giving you 3 days time, but I will check the progress of the task 3 times each day. Each day I will check. Then or checkpoints to monitor progress and celebrate success. If your team members are doing proper work, you appreciate them, you tell them that you are doing very good, you are doing everything in time or on time or within time, which is really admirable thing in the team member. If they are doing that, you admire them, you appreciate them, so you will be considered as a good team leader, or you are the project doer, you will be considered. Now the last step in project plan or project management, share, gather feedback and adjust the project plan as necessary. So you see, after completing your project plan, means I have planned my project in this way, or I have followed all the first 5 steps in this way. After preparing this plan, you share your plan and then gather feedback and adjust the project plan as necessary. If your team members are giving some better ideas to you, giving you better ways, showing you better ways for putting into practice your project plan, so you make adjustments also. So in order to make the project plan strong, it's important to share it with your team. Means don't hide it from your team. Share it to your team. Gather their input on how they think it can be improved. See, input means their ideas. So getting their input, get their ideas. Be very flexible. You see, not in project writing only, but in practical life, in real life also. Be very flexible as far as exchange of ideas are there. If somebody is giving you better ideas and that person is lower to you, if that person is of lower rank to you, so don't think in this way and accept the better things, better ideas. So this flexibility should be in every group leader. And then sharing the plan with your project team and key stakeholders, gathering feedback to make adjustments and improvements. See, this is very important point. Means you, after sharing the plan, if they are giving you negative feedback and that feedback is important one, so accept it. And if they are positively saying something or improvement with regard to improvement, you do that improvement. So these 6 steps we need to follow in project planning or in project management, and I hope if you also practice over these 6 steps, your project plan will be perfect one. And here our second part of the video gets over, and I hope it would be valuable to you just like the first one, and I hope you watch it and get the ideas given in this second part also. Thank you very much for watching this video.